Welcome. And ICANN in higher education, ICANN launches second phase of ICANN Managed Root Server IMRS singles deployment in Africa. In our health story, Nigeria launches malaria vaccine trials. In business, Nigeria opens subsidized market to fight inflation. And in international, Southern Africa drought threatens millions with hunger. Please stay with us for more news on the AAU TV Mid-Week News. We will be right back. My name is Jemima Deladem Dotsey. Welcome back. And the digital landscape of Africa is set to undergo a transformative phase as the Coalition for Digital Africa initiative, spearheaded by the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN, in partnership with the Association of African Universities, AAU, unveils its second phase. Under this phase, the focus shifts from towards the deployment of ICANN Managed Root Server IMRS singles, a vital component in fortifying the continent's digital infrastructure.
As internet usage continues to grow in Africa, there is a growing need to strengthen its digital infrastructure. In efforts to enhance internet reliability across the continent, ICANN and the AAU announced the launch of the second phase of the Coalition for Digital Africa initiative. The second phase aims to strengthen internet reliability in Africa by deploying more single-server appliances known as the ICANN Managed Root Server IMRS singles across the continent. These single-server appliances, strategically placed within organizations, will ensure improved domain name systems, DNS, sustainability, and an enhanced online experience for users. It will also improve network performance, reduce DNS query response times, and enhance connectivity reliability. To learn more about the initiative and discover how to contribute to building resilient network in Africa, the ICANN and AAU invite you to join the online webinar scheduled for Thursday, April 4th, 2024, under the theme Building Resilient Networks, what you need to know about deploying the IMRS single in Africa.
So do well to mark your calendars and ensure the participation in this important webinar. And still on higher education, the Zimbabwe Council for Higher Education has initiated legal actions against institutions issuing honorary doctorate without accreditation, whilst also disregistering foreign universities amid concerns over academic standards and qualifications.
ZIMJ CEO, Professor Kuvenesta Zvimbo, announced the Council's intent to pursue legal recourse against the International Institute of Philanthropy, IIP, for awarding honorary degrees without proper registration, citing violations of the country's constitution and the ZIMF Act. Additionally, 7 foreign universities, including institutions from India and Northern Cyprus, have been deregistered from operating without ZIMF accreditation, raising concerns about the credibility of their academic programs. The Council's action comes in response to growing concerns over the insurance of honorary degrees to government officials and business figures, potentially undermining the integrity of Zimbabwe's higher education system. While the IIP contends that its honorary doctorates are non-academic awards meant to recognize philanthropic contributions, ZIMJ asserts that such practices jeopardizes the legitimacy of academic qualifications. ZIMJ advises the public to verify the accreditation status of foreign universities before enrollment to avoid potential financial losses and career setbacks. Despite the IIP's claims of jurisdictional immunity, ZIMJ remains steadfast in its commitment to uphold regulatory standards and pursue legal remedies to address perceived violations within the higher education sector.
In our health story, the National Malaria Elimination Program, NMEP, in Nigeria has announced the initiative of malaria vaccine trials in Kebbi and Bayelsa State, marking a significant step in the country's fight against the pervasive malaria scourge.
Dr. Godwin Ntandom, the National Coordinator for the National Malaria Elimination Program, NMEP, revealed at a media briefing in Abuja that Nigeria will adopt a newly available malaria vaccine as part of its comprehensive strategy to reduce malaria prevalence. The decision to begin the vaccine rollout in Kebbi and Bayelsa was informed by current malaria burden data, with plans to expand to other regions subsequently. Nigeria aims to decrease malaria prevalence to 10% by 2025, ultimately aiming for its eradication as a major public health concern. The introduction of the malaria vaccine follows in a footstep of Cameroon and Kenya, which have already commenced its use. Nigeria's malaria burden has decreased from 27% in 2015 to 22% in 2021, with further reductions anticipated in 2024 due to ongoing efforts. In addition to the vaccine trial, Nigeria has implemented various strategies including the distribution of treated mosquito nets, provision of anti-malaria medication, and seasonal malaria chemoprevention treatment, particularly in high-risk areas. Dr. Ntandom emphasized the importance of purchasing antimicillin-based combination therapy, ACT, for effective malaria treatment, cautioning against monotherapy medicines that may not clear all malaria parasites.
Stay with us for Discovery News. After the break, we will be right back.
Are you a university, college, high school, private organization, NGO, individual professor, instructor or facilitator seeking to take advantage of the numerous benefits of online education? Look no further. The AAU eLearn Africa LMS is a great opportunity to begin your journey to online course development and creation for teaching, learning and training purposes. AAU eLearn Africa LMS, which is a partnership between the Association of African Universities and eLearn Africa, has made available easy-to-use online learning tools to all stakeholders within the educational ecosystem of the African continent. This is to enhance teaching and learning in the bid to expand online learning opportunities for students in Africa. The online platform is open and available for free to all stakeholders and facilitates virtual access to classes without needing the other tools such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, among others. For more information, visit www.elearnafricalms.com or contact us via aauLMS@aau.org or estherm@elearnafrica.com. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at AAU eLearn Africa LMS.
Welcome back from the break, and in our Discovery story, in a move to reduce emphasis on news and political content, Meta announced the upcoming discontinuation of the Facebook News tab in the US and Australia, following its shutdown in the UK, France and Germany last year.
Launched in 2019, the News tab served as a curated source of headlines from various news organizations, but dwindling user engagement led to its closure. Despite this change, users can still access news articles through links, and news organizations can continue to post and promote their content on Facebook. Meta's decision to sunset the News tab aligns with its efforts to address concerns regarding misinformation and political polarization on its platforms. The move comes amidst ongoing challenges related to misinformation, particularly with major election approaching. According to Meta's spokesperson Danileva, the change will not impact posts from accounts people choose to follow. He also added that it will impact what the system recommends and the people can control if they want more.
Welcome to the Sports and Entertainment segment. And in sport, the inaugural FIFA featuring international friendly matches among national teams from 6 confederations included on March 26th in Algeria, hosting some of the fixtures, marking a significant milestone in global football diplomacy.
The pilot edition of the FIFA series saw 24 FIFA member associations participating, providing a platform for national teams that typically do not have the opportunity to compete against each other. Algerian forward Yassine Brahimi praised the initiative, highlighting its role in showcasing African football and providing exposure to different football styles from around the world. The FIFA series format involves 4 national teams from different confederations playing matches in a single host country, aiming to accelerate the progress of teams accustomed to playing within their continents. Croatia emerged as the top-ranked team in the series, while Sri Lanka held the lowest ranking at 204th out of 210 teams. The project, unveiled by FIFA President Gianni Infantino during the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, aims to elevate the level of football in countries beyond traditional powerhouses and enhance competitiveness in future World Cups. The next FIFA series, scheduled for March 2026, is expected to include higher-ranked teams, further advancing the goals of the initiative.
In our entertainment story, South African singer Tyla is celebrating the release of her self-titled debut album, a culmination of lifelong aspiration for the 22-year-old who has quickly become one of the leading faces popularizing music originated from Africa.
The 22-year-old's rise to fame began with the global smash hit Water, which reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 and trended on TikTok with her viral #Water Challenge dance, was recorded in Cape Town and quickly became a viral sensation. Tyla won the inaugural African Music Performance Grammy last month. The song's success introduced the world to Amapiano, a genre of South African house music that blends kwaito, jazz, and long drum rhythms. Tyla's debut album features 14 tracks that blend Amapiano with R&B and pop, showcasing her talent and desire to share African sounds with a global audience. Tyla says her favorite song on the album is Breathe Me because it showcases her vocals and emotions. She also hopes fans connect with the song Priorities, which is about the pressure to please others and feeling spread thin. She also added that her concern is about the potential ban on the TikTok app in the United States because it has helped many artists reach new audiences. Tyla is currently living in the moment and hopes to begin an international tour soon. She also aspires to act and would love to play a Disney princess.
Your talent, even if you did, I bet I find it. You know I come from the H for this +2.
Looking for a job in higher education institution on the African continent? There is no need to go looking. The Africa Education Jobs Board will deliver available jobs to you via our platform. To start your search, visit our website. On our website, you will find variety of job postings classified by the sectors and professions they belong to. There are sections devoted to variety of career-related materials, as well as information on African countries. All information you require based on the job description and requirements are accessible on the site. If you are looking for a job in higher education on the continent, use our dedicated portal www.africa.edujobs.com. For job market updates, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AFJobsBoard.
Explore a whole new world of exciting visuals with AAU TV. Get ready for a mix of interesting talk shows, interviews, discovery documentaries, and news on AAU TV. It's not just about watching TV, it's about experiencing something special. AAU TV reaches over 25 countries in Africa, bringing you a blend of knowledge and fun. Learn about different cultures as you enjoy the shows. If you have events or want to showcase your business, we've got you covered. Watch AAU TV free-to-air channel on satellite. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter, at AAU TV. Reach out on call or WhatsApp us at +233 26 629 6601 or +233 20 399 5210. AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa.
Business story: soaring inflation in Algeria reaching 9.53% has caused a spike in food prices, making it difficult for many citizens to afford necessities. The government is taking measures to curb the rising price of food.
Prices for staples like tomato, meat, and semolina have risen sharply, putting a strain on household budget. The inflation rate is currently at 9.53%, and while the government has introduced subsidized market to ease the burden, many Algerians are still burdened. Civil servant Mustafa Bali laments that these wages cannot keep up with the rising cost of living, citing the high prices of tomatoes, meat, and other staples. Meat vendor Ahmed Laloufi is forced to import all his stocks due to a lack of domestic product, but these imports are still expensive. To ensure enough meat is available during Ramadan, some vendors are resorting to importing products from Spain. However, these imports can still be expensive for many Algerians. The Algerian government has responded by opening a subsidized market in Algiers, with prices being around 20% lower than traditional markets. But even with this initiative, many Algerians are feeling the pinch of inflation. Customers are struggling with high prices, especially during Ramadan. In some markets, meat prices have reached 2,600 dinaries per kilo, which is out of reach for many consumers. Analysts say inflation is affecting all raw materials and manufactured goods, including agricultural products and essentials like semolina.
In our international front, a severe drought scorching southern Africa has left millions of people facing hunger, with some regions receiving no rain during the raining season, with crops failing and aid agencies struggling to keep up.
The situation is particularly dire in Zimbabwe, Where recent food distributions may be the last for many, the U.S. government, through USAID, is providing some relief, but aid agencies warn millions more will likely need assistance in the coming months. The drought has impacted crops across the region, with stable grains like maize and sorghum failing to withstand the dry conditions. This comes after a poor harvest last year, leaving many families with dwindling food supplies. Experts say the El Nino weather phenomenon is contributing to the drought, leading to below-average rainfall. This is particularly impactful in arid regions like Mangwe, Zimbabwe, where even drought-resistant crops have failed. The drought is impacting millions, with UNICEF estimating 9 million people in Malawi and over 6 million in Zambia needing aid. The situation is expected to worsen as the year progresses, with millions potentially needing food aid well into 2025. Aid agencies are stretched thin due to a global hunger crisis and limited resources, raising concerns that many will not receive the help they desperately need. The UN estimates 20 million people in Southern Africa will need food relief in the first half of 2024. This year's failed harvest are estimated to leave millions unable to feed themselves healthy enough into 2025.
Now, thank you for staying with us on the AAU TV Midweek News. We'll take a quick recap of our top stories. In higher education, ICANN launches second phase of IMRS singles deployment in Africa. And in health, Nigeria launches malaria vaccine trials. Business, Algeria opens subsidized market to fight inflation. And in our international story, Southern Africa drought threatens millions with hunger. Thanks for sticking with us on the Midweek News on AAU TV. You can also follow the conversation on our social media handles, Association of African Universities, on Facebook and YouTube, and on our dedicated news hub, tv.aau.org. My name is Jemima, Deladem Dotsey.